morning. Shot her last night, got a doe. So we have another deer that's ready to be canned. Jaimie's going to be canning this one today. This is the day, once a week I usually go to town, do whatever shopping we have. I volunteer at a local ministry in town, also one day a week, and just some other varieties of things. But I'm going to be gone today, but she's going to go ahead and get this thing canned up. I let it hang overnight. I shot it last night, got it skinned and field dressed it, and it's gonna just let it hang overnight. I lifted it up higher in the tree so none of the critters like coyotes or anything can get to it. It just is basically frozen. It's about, I don't know, 35 out here right now or something like that. I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning, so but I want to get this thing butchered and cut up so that Jaimie is ready to do it. I gotta leave here in about 45 minutes. So while I'm right here at the deer butchering station, this is usually the path that Tim walks every morning to let the chickens out. And you see the chickens are over here. There's the coop, and they are patiently waiting for Master Tim to come on over and let them out for the day, where they free range. Many of them are still in the coop there. A lot of them are waiting outside here, ready to go. And for a good day of foraging and walking around the homestead.
Well, it's time to let the chickens out this morning. I usually let them out about an hour after sunrise so they can go out and forage. A chicken will eat about 4 ounces of food per day, so letting them free range early saves an awful lot of feed and money when it comes to raising your chickens. That hole over there was for a possum.
So you remember that hornet's nest that I showed you a few videos back? The bottom dropped out of it, and I can see it kind of laying there on the ground. Let me see, you kind of see it there laying on the ground over there, right there in the center of your screen. But the bottom dropped out, so I don't know if it's not going to be harvestable anymore. I don't know what happened to the one I found. I haven't checked on it lately. But anyway, I'm heading off to town. The deer is being processed and canned by Jaimie. She's working on that right now, and I think she'll still be at it by the time I get back home. So you know, we'll bring it. I'll let you see the end of that. I put that deer belly inside the smoker, and then I put that. It was in there for about a day and a half, and I pulled it out yesterday and tried to fry it up, and I ended up burning it. So I was just, I don't know, it was just an experiment. It didn't, you know, I still have it. I just burned it a little. I'm probably gonna eat it because I don't like throwing things away. But I'm headed to town. Also, I'm picking up today the t-shirts, the American Homestead t-shirts. They are in, woohoo! And so I'm gonna go pick those up today, and they'll be on the website here shortly. If you're looking for an American Homestead, I'd rather be on the Homestead t-shirt. And a lot of people have asked about that, so they're in. Still working on the DVDs, trying to get the DVDs all settled. People are asking about that too. What else? What else is going on? I don't know, there's lots of stuff going on right now. We're trying to butcher, we're trying to put up as much meat as we can. We have a couple sheep that we have to butcher still, and the hard salami. A lot of people out there are asking about the hard salami and the meat preservation, the meat curing that we did last year. I'm gonna get to that soon. You guys, I know you're waiting, and some of you guys really want to know how that turned out. We ate a bunch of it. I mean, we're still eating it, and the kids love it. So all that meat curing, all that meat preservation did really well. Some of it turned out a little too salty. We'll talk about all that in a future video, but not today. I'm looking for any deer out there in the fields as I drive in. And but so a lot of people were asking about the meat preservation. It did great. But I'm gonna head into town. I'll pick up later with you, and we'll see how Jaimie's coming along with the canning when I get back. So I'm on my way back, and I got the shirts, and got whatever things we needed to get from Jaimie's list at the store. But I also got something else. If you remember in past videos, we had that cat, the kitten called Tiger. Well, Tiger didn't make it, and there's a lot of reasons for that. She wasn't interested in chasing mice or anything like that. In fact, our older cat was bringing mice to her, and she wouldn't even eat the mice, and she kept climbing on the screens of the windows of the house and was putting holes in the screens, and so she had to go. But today, a friend of ours told us that they had a cat about a year old, and it's a proven mouser, which is good. And she is hiding in the back of the truck here. she's a little nervous, but she's a proven outdoor cat, proven mouser, and we're taking her home with us. And so let me see if I can get her on camera. There she is. She's hiding underneath the seat right now, and so taking her home. We're almost home. I'm sure the kids will be happy to see a new cat on the homestead. There she is. There you are. And so, well, I don't know if Jaimie's still canning. It's a little late in the afternoon. I had to go back and pick up the cat after I got done with all the errands. So we'll see if Jaimie's still canning by the time we get home.
All right, I'm done canning for today, and my pressure canner, the temperature is still coming down, so I'm not going to open it. It's getting ready to get dark here. The sun's going down, so I'm just going to leave it until tomorrow morning. Believe it or not, you can do that. When I first started canning, I had no idea. So sometimes I would be out here in the dark with my flashlight pulling out my jars once my temperature went down. But it was one day I was just so tired, and someone had mentioned, I forget who had mentioned it to me, but anyway, I thought, I'll just leave it till tomorrow morning. I was too tired to go out in the dark to pull my jars out. Anyway, it works just fine. The temperature actually goes down really slowly. So in this weather, it's fall, it's getting in the 50s right now, and overnight it's going to drop into the 30s. You don't want to take your jars out when they're hot anyway, when the air is cold. You risk your jars rupturing. Usually what happens is the bottom pops out of the jar. It's called thermal shock. And something I've learned along the way, that's happened to me a time or two. So now I just leave them in the canner overnight, let the temperature come all the way down in the jars too. And they'll seal actually inside the canner. So when we open up the canner, all of them will be sealed. So we've been working on this in the last few days. We skipped one day between. And we have 34 quarts of venison canned. And then I have probably like almost 20 quarts of venison stock. And I think I'll probably can the stock tomorrow just to get the jars sealed. I've made the stock already. It's crazy because I've never made venison stock before. I don't know why I've never done that. I've made beef and I've made chicken, but I've never done venison. I actually really like the flavor. It's really, really good. It's a lot lighter than beef, but a little more flavorful than chicken. It's a little darker than chicken, so it probably would fall in the middle, at least in color and then flavor too. So it's cool. I don't know why I've never done it, but I have lots of jars of venison stock now, so I'm excited.
Okay, so we're back inside, and I got the t-shirts here. Got one unboxed. There's the front of the t-shirt, and there you go. There's the back of the t-shirt. I'd rather be on the homestead. What do you think, Caleb? Yeah. And this is some of the stock that Jaimie's been doing. That jar's still hot. And then Joshua's over there watching a pot, and he's waiting for the little popper to pop up, and she's doing the stock inside. So how much stock is in there?
Well, actually, I did one batch outside today.
Oh, one batch outside.
The fire. Well, when I had the fire going for the pressure canner.
Right.
I did a batch outside.
And right now we're just waiting for that to kick off.
Yeah, the last pot I did, all of these jars came from one pot.
Oh, here in the kitchen?
Yeah. And that is not, that's not a pressure canner, that's just a pressure cooker. So I'm making stock in the pressure cooker. I can do it in the canner, but for those of you who don't know, that's a pressure cooker. You can't can in that because it doesn't have a gauge, so you don't know pounds of pressure per whatever it is. I forget what it is. But anyway, you can't can in it. It's a pressure cooker. But I love making stock in it because it takes about an hour.
And of course it's because it's winter and we're basically doing laundry, and this is our laundry drying station next to the wood stove here. And we have some batches of smoked salt that's getting ready to go into the bottles. It's just drying out. When you put it in the smokehouse, the smoked salt takes on moisture, and so you have to dry it out. And so that's what it's doing. We have a spoon there, you stir it, keep stirring it, and it dries out within about a day or so. And so that'll be bottled up hopefully tonight. And be shipped out to some of you guys who've ordered it already. So this is the persimmon wood smoked salt that we're doing here. So these are the bones that come out of the pressure cooker?
Yeah, so what we do is cut most of the meat that we can off of the bones, and that's what goes in our jars to can. But then the bones with the leftover meat attached get put in the pressure cooker to make stock. But it's kind of cool. I mean, this is really good meat, so I save that. I'll probably make tacos or put them in chili or something like that. The same way I would use canned meat. So I just pick through it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's yummy. It's good picking food.
No waste. No waste for our deer. No waste for our deer.
So as soon as I got home, the cat basically jumped out of my arms and then took off for the woods that way behind the guinea coop, and we haven't seen it since. The kids are really disappointed. I don't know what happened to the cat, but I'm not kidding you. As soon as I opened the door of the truck, I had her in my arms, and she jumped out of my arms and ran that way, and we haven't really seen her since. We had a glimpse of her crossing over, through the woods. The kids were looking for her, but I mean, we are having bad luck with cats. We really need another good mouser. We have one good mouser. We'd really like to have two, and it seems like every cat we bring home either gets snake bitten or starts destroying things or runs off. So I don't know. Well, hey guys, I probably won't be uploading too many videos for the next week or so. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to Monroe, Louisiana for a speaking event here in a few days, and then after that I'm going to be in Fort Smith, so it's going to be kind of hit and miss traveling and being able to upload videos. I've got some other responsibilities I need to do as well, but I appreciate you guys liking our channel, subscribing, and liking us on Facebook and Twitter, and so really appreciate that and all the social media shares you guys do. But a lot of stuff going on here. We'll try to keep sharing with you and keep you up to date on what's going on, and especially all the butchering. Now is the time of year, the fall, when you're saving as much of the meat as you possibly can and preserving it, curing it, and canning it so that you have it throughout the year. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on American Homestead.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really means a lot to us. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Now you can support An American Homestead by becoming a patron. Visit patreon.com/An American Homestead to see all the benefits of becoming a patron of our channel. You'll get access to private videos, pictures, and even live question and answer sessions that you can participate in. Some patrons will even receive free gifts throughout the year from the homestead. Visit patreon.com/An American Homestead to check it out and see the rewards of supporting our channel.